Welcome to your trusted source for the latest news from around campus and beyond. Brought to you from the Media Production Studio, this is STTV.
Good evening, Sussex Tech, and welcome to our second episode of STTV, brought to you by Sussex Tech Media Production. Jackson, can you name all 195 flags of the countries around the world?
That's funny. Nobody can do that.
Well, actually, a 4-year-old boy in the UK is impressing the world with the ability to do just that. Arthur Weakley started learning flags at age 3 after his dad gave him a puzzle. Now he can recall every flag, even teaching his parents along the way. His favorites? Brazil, the Marshall Islands, and Papua New Guinea. Arthur's self-taught skills continue to amaze, proving just how early kids can master these complex topics.
From flag experts to budding artists, next we take you to a recent painting event where creativity is flowing, as well as the hot cocoa.
On December 3rd, the Health Pro students decided to host a fun event called Sip and Paint, where students would come in to paint and sip on hot chocolate to pass the time with friends.
We're having fun painting, you know, everybody's talking, everybody's having fun, laughing, you know, it's really good.
It's pretty fun. The hot chocolate's really good and the painting is really fun.
This event was also held to acknowledge the reality of seasonal depression and how it affects people.
Seasonal depression affects people at all ages, including teenagers, which I think is very overlooked, and that it needed to shine some light on it. So that's why we hosted the Sip and Paint event.
Don't you just love seeing the creativity from our fellow students?
I sure do, Jackson, just like the creative decorating that our students and staff recently did to make our hallways a little more festive.
Wing Wars is fun. It's a fun competition that we get to do between the teachers throughout the school, and it kind of keeps the classroom or the school year interesting, where we get to do things, you know, several months a year.
Wing Wars is camaraderie but competition at the same time. So it's unity amongst the hallway, but it shows a competitive side of throughout the whole school.
We
are gonna win Wing Wars.
The holiday spirit certainly is catching on. If you're in the spirit of giving, you'll appreciate what's been happening in our Commons area this past few weeks.
Good morning, Sussex Tech. Every year we do something called the Giving Trees in our Commons area, where we put up a winter wonderland and we invite staff and students to go ahead and donate either used or gently used or new clothing. And in so doing, it then affords students within the school to take something off that they may need or someone they know may need. Then we donate to First State, who then disseminates to Code Purples throughout the Sussex County area.
Doing this community service during the holiday season has made me feel happy to help people in need, and it's made me realize that there's people that need certain things during this time, and I'm able to give back to them and help them.
So your donations will help others this cold season, and it will stay right here in our backyard to keep others warm.
Speaking of giving back, Elliot Hull is a 4-year-old boy with leukemia who had returned to the hospital that had been caring for him. As a way to give back, he and his mother Harley decided to help other kids. They ordered 346 items to donate to the children still in the hospital. Harley from Kent, England, started an Amazon wish list so members of her community could purchase gifts, including chocolate, games, bubbles, stickers, stationery, and more. These items were then tucked into party bags for the children. Elliot should run for president someday. Speaking of politics, here's Sam with your current political news in less than 60 seconds.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Political Minute, where we break down today's politics in 60 seconds. I'm your host, Sam Cradwell. Main story for today, President Joe Biden has issued a full and unconditional pardon for his son, Hunter Biden. The pardon grants protection For the tax and gun charges he has cases open for and potential crimes that he may have done from 2014 to 2024. Doing this, Joe Biden has gone back on a promise that he would not use his authority to pardon his son or even commute his sentence. The American people have not seen a more controversial pardon since then Gerald Ford pardoned former President Nixon over the Watergate scandal. Speaking of Nixon, there are talks of Vice President Kamala Harris running for governor of California after current Governor Gavin Newsom's term comes up in 2026. This comes in lieu of her crushing defeat to Donald Trump in the 2024 election. Richard Nixon did the exact same thing after losing to John F. Kennedy in the 1960 election and lost to Democratic challenger Pat Brown. After he lost, he ran for president once again in 1968 and won, winning re-election in 1972. Could a comeback be in the cards for Kamala? We'll see in a few years. That's all I have for you tonight. Let's take it back to the studio.
I wonder if any of these politicians will figure out what's happening in the sky. Mysterious drones have been hovering in the skies above New Jersey and other states in the Northeast for weeks, alarming residents and prompting lawmakers to demand answers. In response to residents asking for answers, the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security have deployed infrared cameras and drone detection technology to ensure the drones flying over the New Jersey and New York area aren't harmful.
Hopefully those drones are harmless. I'm sure they'll get to the bottom of it. Hopefully we won't need a trial or anything.
But if they do, Sussex Tech criminal justice students have you covered.
Court of Sussex Tech is now in session.
On December 6, 2024, the 11th grade criminal justice class participated in a mock trial. A student at a college campus threw a party and served alcohol, and later that evening, a partygoer ended up in a collision.
So it's not your duty at all to, even if they're intoxicated, to make sure they don't get any more.
Please raise your right hand. You promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you. Okay.
So I'm going to rule in favor of the plaintiffs for the full $45,000.
Did you know that Sussex Tech offers more than 25 clubs and organizations for students to participate in? Let's take a look at a few of our extracurriculars.
Are you interested in improving your bowling skills? Come check out this club.
Bowling Club is an after-school activity, and we meet in my classroom on Thursdays after school. The people that need to ride in the vans, Mr. McGee and I drive them to Millsboro Lanes, and it's just a fun way of meeting and hanging out with the kids outside of school.
We get out of school, we sprint to our cars, we come to the bowling alley, bowl a few gutter balls, eat some pizza, and then we go to PK.
I like the bowling alley, well, one, because of the food, and two, just because I like seeing everybody get better week after week.
My favorite thing about Bowling Club is seeing the students outside the classroom and building stronger relationships.
This is Ava Amadon reporting from STTV, signing off.
My favorite part about book club is definitely all the people there. I like the sense of community it has and being able to bond with people about a certain subject. We read a book once a month, and also if you have a favorite book and you want other people to read it, you can suggest the book to read, and everyone has a vote. I feel really nice and comfortable in there, and it's just you can be yourself and talk about what you feel like talking about.
Interested in writing and chemistry? Here's a club to check out.
So in Journal Club, we read various scientific journals. Many of them are focused on medicine because so many of our tech areas are medical areas.
Journal Club is about medical journals, not just journals, and we get to read and dissect and learn new things. Just one thing that we read was about acute myeloid leukemia, and it was really nice to read and see how close they are to a cure for cancer.
They're also, at the same time, trying to work on their own independent research using model organisms, Daphnia and Drosophila.
Journal Club meets on Thursdays after school or during the day if you are looking to join.
Here at Sussex Tech, we offer an after-school club called the Gaming Club, and it is held on Wednesdays after school. And it is for any student who is interested in just hanging out in a social environment with games. If you think you might have an interest in Gaming Club, or if you have any questions, you can contact me. My name is Mr. Dukes. I'm in the Media Production Room, room 232, or you can also contact Mr. Hall in the Cisco Room, room 221.
As our final story of the evening, we get to meet our new boys basketball coach.
When did you begin coaching?
Started my coaching career 2018. Did 4 years at Milford Middle School, 2 years at Cape, and then now I'm here at Sussex Tech.
So what made you take the job here at Tech?
I seen it as an opportunity to be able to coach varsity basketball. That always been like a dream of mine, coaching next level basketball. Middle school, I had a great career there, but I knew like all I was doing was like developing kids, but I wanted to like better my career and my future. So I seen Tech as an opportunity to bring the whole Sussex County together, kids from all over, from Milford to Delmar, and I felt like coming to Sussex Tech and doing something like that is like a great opportunity for me.
Got you. So talking about higher level of basketball, what's the highest level of basketball you ever played?
Besides college, I did do 2 years of semi-pro before, unfortunately, I had a little injury. So that's what led me into coaching because my professional career got cut a little short. Yeah, it's a lot of change. Like some of the players, we doing stuff they never seen before. I'm bringing some stuff that I did in college, that I did in playing semi-pro, and some stuff that I brought in from middle school too, like just bringing it all together to bring it here at Tech.
And what do you think the outlook of the season is going to look like?
I think we're going to have a solid year. After we had 2 scrimmages that was not rough, but like you can tell we're still learning the system, getting better, but we got better every day. And yesterday at our last scrimmage, oh man, them boys, they showed that they're learning, that they're capable of doing what I'm asking them, and we came out pretty good. I think we won by 18-20, so it was a good showing. It shows that they're learning, they're getting better every day, and they're accepting everything that I'm teaching them.
This was Ryan Kozlowski reporting to you live from STTV.
And that's all we have for this evening, Ravens. Stay tuned for more episodes each month to keep you in the loop with the Raven Nation. This is Trent
and Jackson reporting from STTV. Have a wonderful holiday break.